Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Norman. Isn't he just a dream? Is Russell just a dream? I love you. We're so lucky we have you. Yay. And all of you. It's true. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck in a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow. So you gotta hang on till tomorrow, come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
That's my cue. The silence. Good morning, Unity. Good morning. My name is Reverend John Riley. I have the joy of serving as your senior minister, and I'd like to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. And I'm so grateful that you're here. Unity believes, or Unity is a worldwide movement. Did you know that? Yes. Unity is a global spiritual movement, welcoming people from all backgrounds and all walks of life. We teach positive, practical, spiritual principles, and that help you live a more joyful and abundant life. And wherever you are in your spiritual journey, know that you are welcome here. We're so grateful that you're here with us this morning on this celebration of independence. And I'd like to welcome you. Thank you for being here in person as part of our service. Thank you for being online and watching on the live stream or watching during the week. And know that wherever you are in this very moment, you're in the right place at the right time right now. Because wherever you are, God is. Yes? We are so blessed to have with us. Well, joining me on stage will be Casey Wicker and Joe Angelis during the service. We are doing a Q&A service today, which means you get to ask us questions about what you think about Unity, or what we think about Unity. If you have any spiritual questions, if you have any personal questions, keep them to yourself. You can ask whatever you'd like. The three of us will attempt to answer them as best you can. There is a little index card which you could pick up in the front or the back, and we'll be handing them out again. And we'll be collecting these before the talk. So if any questions come up between now and then, feel free to write them down. Also with us is our wonderful Christine Soror on the platform. Mike and Felix, thank you for being here, running the show in the booth. And the amazing, free Russell Norman is on piano, and our delightful music director, Deborah Winters, is our soloist today. And so I will invite you all to stand as Deborah leads us in our opening songs.
We're in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Yes, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Yes, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yes, we're in the right place at the right time. We are just where we're supposed to be. Yes, we're in the right place at the right time. We are just where we're supposed to be. Oh, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Yes, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Yes. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. Whoa, sing it out, people. My soul is welcome here. Go, Paul. Woo-hoo-hoo. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Here we go. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. Yes, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Good morning, everyone. Grateful to celebrate 250 years of freedom. Did everybody enjoy the July 4th yesterday? All right. It is a pleasure to connect with you today here in the sanctuary, and for those watching us online. It's a privilege for me to be up here as a platform leader this Sunday. Unity is part of a worldwide movement that teaches us 5 core principles that guide us on our journey. You can find these principles in the pew in front of you on the welcome card. Basically, they say that, in summary, in a nutshell, basically that God is omnipotence. It's a divine presence that exists everywhere, all the time. And this device and its divine source connects all creation together, like a woven tapestry. And with mindful thinking and affirmative prayers and meditation and daily practices of these, then we become more connected with this divinity within us. So to break it down, the first principle is God is. There's only one power in the universe, active in the universe and in our lives, God the good, omnipotence. No matter what name you choose for God, just know that it is the only powerful presence that really matters. The second principle is I am. God is a substance, and intelligence innate in every person in all creation. We are part of this substance. We're all interconnected together. We are created in God's living expression, a reflection of the divine glory. Just as I am, we're all like that. We are a divine link. We are interdependent together. Sometimes in hard situations and in difficult global instances that happens, sometimes we forget, but we are all woven together like a tapestry. The third principle is law of mind action. Thoughts in mind produce after their kind. We have the ability to affect our world in the way that we observe our thoughts, we react to them, and the way that we treat ourselves and we think about ourselves and others. We, as made in God's image and likeness, we have the power to create our life's experience and the freedom to choose how to think and act. So this third principle is very powerful. If we stop and think before we react to different situations. And I can let go of limiting beliefs and lean into the truth of who I am. It's very powerful. Now, with the fourth principle, we get to practice that because we practice through meditation and affirmative prayers. They connect us with the creative, constructive power of God to work in and through us. And as we make time during the day to really practice these and stop and make the time and be disciplined about affirmative prayers and meditation, we become more connected to our divine self. And last, the fifth principle is daily practice. As we practice, our spirituality becomes stronger. It's just like learning any new skill. Practice, practice, practice. That's how we become proficient and stronger. Spiritual strength is achievable with consistent practice. And as we do so, we express more of the divine within us, and life gets better. These 5 principles guide us in living our vision statement, and I invite you to affirm it with me. Together, centered in God, we co-create a world that works for all. And so it is. Amen.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God.
Our daily word today is interdependence. And I'll say the affirmation once, and I ask you to affirm it after me. I am connected with all beings. We are one in God. Together, I am connected with all beings. We are one in God. At our best, members of the human family rely upon and support one another. We give and receive. We help and are helped. We comfort and are comforted. I remember this if at times I feel alone in the world. Even if I'm tempted to cope with the difficult situation on my own, I will accept an offer of help if it comes. Likewise, if I see someone struggling, I will offer to lighten that load. With each interaction, I deepen my awareness of the infinite goodness in all people. I also express my spiritual nature more fully and easily as I communicate, cooperate, and contribute to the good of others and open my heart to receive. We belong to one another, united in our divinity and interdependent in our humanity. And the reading, the Bible verse is from 1 Peter 3:8. Finally, all of you have unity of spirit, sympathy, love for one another, a tender heart, and a humble mind. And so it is. Amen.
We move too fast. We miss so much. We seldom see all the miracles in front of us. A warm embrace, a human touch. And so it goes. I race around, search high and low for a truth I used to know, when there was magic to be found. 'Cause finding wonderland is taking time to see. The child within has always been there, smiling back at me. So when I close my eyes, I just remember, and I can't help finding wonderland. 'Cause finding wonderland is taking time to see. The child within has always been there, smiling back at me. So when I close my eyes, I see forever, and I can't help finding wonderland. I know a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart. You must find it in your heart. Never, never land. It might be miles beyond the moon, or right there where you stand. Just keep an open mind, and then suddenly you'll find never, never land. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never, never grow old. that's my home, where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever in never, never land.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Russell. Good morning, Unity Palo Alto. Happy Independence Day, plus 251. Oh, well, that didn't get as much laugh as I thought I was going to get. Oh, well. This is our annual Q&A service. This is a time for us to sit back and relax while you answer while you ask all of the questions. You should have received a little card when you came in. And if you didn't, I'm going to ask our three lovely assistants, Christine, Joe, and Casey, to bring a card to you. And I'm going to give you an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to ask us a question. If you have a question about what Unity thinks, how we interpret the Bible, what we think about X, Y, and Z, if you have any other questions, please feel free to write them down. Now, if you've completed your questions, please pass your cards to the center aisle, and our assistants will pick them up from you. So if you need a card, raise your hand. If you have a question, pass them to the center aisle, pass them in, and we will. And I'll set up the stage. And Casey and Joe are licensed Unity teachers. They have spent enormous amount of time, energy, and love for this spiritual community, to go through all of the training, all of the education, all of the experiences of becoming a licensed Unity teacher, and they serve us in so many ways with their love and with their appreciation. So I am so grateful that they're willing to come up on stage with me, and we're just answering the questions cold. So whatever your questions are, please feel free to pass them up, and we will grab, Christine's microphone for the two of them, and we will start answering questions. Come on up, Joe. And if something comes up during the service and you have another question, please feel free to write it down, write it on the back of a prayer card, grab another card, raise your hand or bring it up, and we will come and get it. They're all for me.
Yeah, all yours.
So how do you want to do this? Do you want to just pass them around? Should we do that, or do you want me to assign questions to you?
How about read it and jump in?
Okay, read it and jump in. You ready? You ready? Everyone's in. Okay, get your pencils out. What about when I believe that God is in me, but I'm depressed and have a difficult time seeing this? The fear can overwhelm me sometimes.
I'll jump in. So the fear that you're feeling, the anxiety you're feeling, that is an experience in the moment. God, the good, the presence within you is a for hours and ever and nothing to earn. And so when I'm in that state of feeling fear, anxiety, I allow it. I acknowledge it. I acknowledge that this is an experience I'm having and feel what I need to feel. And sometimes I need to do an activity to move beyond. I write, I throw a pillow. Anger comes up. I do what I need to do, and then I pause and center myself in the presence of the truth. It's not either or, it's and. I'm fearful, I'm anxious, and I'm the divine being that has every imaginable, possible solution, whatever within me to do. I'm both and. I'm never just one thing.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Casey.
I think, piggybacking on Casey, one of the thing that I always remember is that we are 100% divine, which is the God in me, 100% human, which is the fear, the depression, and the grief. And to connect those two, one practice that has come up for me, what Casey has mentioned, the 3 N's, I call it, of mindfulness, meaning notice. Notice the fear, notice the depression, notice the sadness, however it shows up. Name it. There's power in naming what the experience is all about. And the N is nurture. So notice, name, nurture. And nurture, before I was like, nurture, what does that fear or that depression or sadness actually need in that moment? It could be compassion, it could be love, it could be rest, actually. It could be anything. And you may think, oh, it's outside of me, but the fact that we know that God is in us, that compassion is already within. We just need to call it forth by acknowledging, I need compassion in this moment. And that's what helps me deal with those in a practical way.
Thank you, Joe. You can hang on to that one. I'll say one thing, and that is, I believe all emotions are useful. Fear is my friend, and because often fear is being generated by a belief system that I'm holding on to. So it gives me the opportunity to notice that there's something that lies behind my emotion that's driving it. So that's my answer to it. And thank you all. That's fantastic. Here's the next question. What or who is the observer of belief? Or, in parentheses, BS, which I think means belief system. I'm pretty sure that's a very spiritual term. Would you agree? I think this is a very deep question. I think there are two answers, or there's a couple of levels that I can get to. Who or what is the observer of the belief? Well, first off, there's me. There's me observing my own belief. And then there's me, I'm going to say actually there's me being in my belief. There's me being in my belief system or my BS. That is, I am in it, and that belief system is controlling my experience of life. Thus, I may be feeling fear or anxiety. I may be feeling joy or hopeful. Then there's the observer of me, the observer observing my thoughts. If I can stop for a moment and realize, oh, I'm believing this, I then become the observer of me being in my belief. And I can see that this belief is now causing me to react in this way, causing me to feel these energies. And once I observe myself, and then I have the opportunity to say, is there another belief that may also be true? Is there another belief that I can tune into? So that's my answer to who or what is the observer. I can get it to 2 levels. Let me think about it. There might be a third. Anything that you'd like to add?
I just feel like Reverend Paul Hasselbeck has invaded this Q&A. He's a metaphysic teacher, metaphysics.
He was, yes.
Yes.
Unity.
No, so it's not Skippy. That's all I have to say. Joke. Skippy?
No, I got
Not
it.
Skippy. No,
That was an
I
inside
think-
joke. I got it.
I think you explained it really well. I can't add to that. You, Joe?
How can I be less anxious and observe over small details of things? How can I be less anxious and obsessive over small details of things?
Okay. I know, you're not going to like this meditation. Meditation is truly, it's a muscle that you are practicing. It's a muscle. I think it's, if you can challenge yourself to do it for a period of, I want to say, if you can even do it 2 weeks for 5 minutes, whatever you have to start at, but what you realize is that it gives you that space to pause and not react. So I think that's going to. I have a couple of answers So that's the first thing. I think that's really the key is meditation, because it gives you that pause to stop. And then the second part of that is, read it again, John. It was,
How can I be less anxious and obsessive over small details of things?
yeah, okay. Then the other piece of that, like, what are you going to think then, right? I've got the pause. What are you going to think? And that's really getting to know and understand our first and our second principle. That there's one power and one presence active in the universe. And I am one floating in that net of that divine. And everything is truly that possibility when, again, that pause opens us for possibilities. And so I think it's I would say meditation, knowing that we're one with the one, and really, truly getting that, then for me, I don't have to hold on to a detail like this. I remember, oh, it's this. So that's, anybody else?
I think it was Eric Butterworth who mentioned this, piggybacking on Casey, that sometimes I know for me, before I can get into that silence or meditation, I need to write it out. I'm the type, like I do have a fear practice thing that I say, I fear that in the morning, I would do like a little piece of paper. Now, I love questions, and I ask a question, God, what is mine to let go today? And usually they're fears or they're worries. Fear that I have too much to do with a very little time I have. And I write it all out. I just write them without, why am I fearful? I don't go into that detail. And then when I start to feel a little bit better, when I feel like I've hashed out all of that anxiety, I would say that, God, I release at this moment this, whatever the fears are. And usually what happens, right when I'm doing the fear, ideas come. You know, you can put that in order. You know, you can ask someone help. Ideas come. And then I say, thank you, God, that X, Y, and Z. And then I go into silence at that point, because at least my brain, my human brain, is not being a monkey. Okay? It's not running. At least it stopped for a sec. And so it will be easier for me to go into the meditation and affirmative prayer that Casey's talking about.
I'll just add to that. A lot of times when I am obsessing over small details, it's because there is some belief or fear that lies behind it that is preventing me from moving forward. It's a distraction for me. I may be afraid that I'm wrong. I may be afraid that someone's going to criticize me. All of those things are running through my subconscious, which is a third observer of the belief system. All of those things are running through my subconscious, and I get focused on the details when really 60% is good enough. What happens after we die?
But this is my belief, right? I haven't had an experience. I haven't had outer death. I haven't seen a light yet. I haven't. I have been an observer. I don't know if I go that deep, but sitting with a friend who passed, and it's energy. It's energy. It's all energy. It's energy now. We go back to energy. Everything. You know, what do they say? We're made of stardust, right? It's all here. It's all just floating, and it's keeping it. I just think it's energy, and we get to experience it in another form of energy. We're energy. So that's what I believe.
Speaking of energy, I think mine, I went to a retreat a long time ago, and in that, it's going back to light. That, you know, the physical body basically goes, right? But basically, I know there's an essence that just goes back to light or source. In my mind, that's how a death is.
I heard it, maybe Frank or somebody I think who does. I heard there actually is like 3 ounces or something that they can't account for in the actual physical weight of a body once they pass. There's something like that. Am I? Yes, it's
The
something.
weight of the soul.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well,
Yeah. It was Ted Lasso. I'm sure that was based on
I
some
did
fact.
not
I don't know what it is.
Ted Lasso.
So I will answer. One of my favorite and close to me spiritual mentors and teachers was the late Reverend Sky St. John. He was the minister in Hawaii, and he was here teaching when I was going through the licensed Unity teacher program. And that question came up, and he went off to say, we don't know. Yes, there are people who have had near-death experiences and have an experience of that aspect of it or some aspect of it. And there are also, of course, in Unity, we believe that the kingdom of heaven is a state of consciousness within us right here, right now. As Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand when we tune into it. And I think there's a lot of questions about, do we reincarnate? Do we have a medium place? Are we spirit guides? Whatever that consciousness is, I believe that this consciousness, which is being expressed as Reverend John, continues. And I believe that this consciousness, when I pass, will return to the oneness. See, but that's the thing. I'm not separate from oneness. I'm talking myself into a circle here. I'm already one with the allness. I'll have a deeper understanding of it. And perhaps, I don't know, perhaps I'll decide to take another tour of human experience. Or maybe I'm simply returning back to the whole of consciousness, and becoming more aware of that. My belief is that we're never separate from God, and that when we transition, it's moving through a door into a hallway, into another door. And what that other door is, I don't know. But I do know that whatever that is, I am one with God. And as I move through there, I am one with God. And I'm one with the allness of life. I'm one with love. I'm one with energy. And what else happens when we die? Well, everyone else gets to have their experience of us dying. We've all had experience of someone in our lives dying or passing, and we get to be in that experience of grief, be in that experience of beauty and wonder, be in that experience of remembering the joyful details and healing the past. And it is a movement, and all of it is a movement in spirit. All of it, even all of the grief is a part of being in that oneness with the allness of life. So if you're looking for concrete answers, name your 3 favorite spiritual books. Lessons in Truth, next.
Anything in Winnie the Pooh?
Deep metaphysical truth.
I find it in lots of places. I know. I'm trying to think.
Use your microphone. I got out of it because I just said one. I didn't name 3.
Game of Life by Flossie. It's one of my fave. Discover Your Divinity by Reverend Deanne Warranty and Linda Martella Whitsitt.
Lessons in Truth is one of my favorites. It's very down to earth. It was written in the 1920s. It was a series of speeches that H. Emily Cady gave in the 1920s, and it talks to unity principle, unity philosophy very clearly and very succinctly. I also love Myrtle Fillmore's books, The Letters of Myrtle Fillmore. Those were all correspondence that she had with people who were sending prayer requests. And I tell you, some of those answers are like, know your oneness. You need to realize it. She was very specific about her answers. She's known as the heart of unity. And for me, it really gets to me, those books get into the heart of who Myrtle Fillmore was.
And then there's Butterworth, Universe is Calling.
Universe is Calling.
That's a good one.
You want to say more about that?
The Power of Now, yes. Yeah. You guys are not asking the questions.
Okay, so for me, The Universe is Calling by Eric Butterworth. Eric Butterworth was another Unity minister who's made his transition and author. And thank you, Emma. It is a wonderful book about experiencing prayer. It's about the prayer energy and how we can build it within us and how we can experience it.
And I think it's a very practical, useful tool as you go through the book. I just found it, I could identify with it. I could put it into practice. It was just a book that really opened me, I think.
The Bible is one of my favorite textbooks. So because the way Unity uses the Bible, it is a textbook of life. It is often seen as the evolution of our soul from the beginning to where we're at. And Guy St. John also said one of the things that he hated is that they put a back cover on the Bible. But the Bible is a beautiful textbook for unity, and the way we look at the Bible is through a spiritual perspective. You can look at it historically, you can look at it as allegory, as Jesus taught in metaphor, and when you look at it, you can find yourself in it. Every story in the Bible refers to you. Every story because at some point we are the Pharisees of our own life. At some point we are the Christ in our own life. And at some point we are Job. So every story has relevance for us in every aspect of humanity. And so it's a wonderful way to look at it. We interpret it spiritually and metaphysically to see how can I learn from this story and then what lessons can I apply in life. So it's a very practical application for life. That's how I view the Bible. It's a workbook.
It's a workbook.
Yeah. We have a metaphysical Bible dictionary, metaphysical Bible interpretation group, and I occasionally hold workshops for it and invite people in. And each week we go through a passage. We're in the middle of Matthew right now, and we'll take 3 or 4 lines, metaphysically interpret it, and say, how does this apply to our life today? How can I use that wisdom, that ancient wisdom, the universal wisdom, so that it lifts me up and fills me? And I believe it is relevant for every person, regardless of what you call your religion.
And actually now I got this, it's called the Fillmore Study Bible, which is what they did. They metaphysically interpreted the New Testament. Speaking of interpretation, one of the book that I love that pertains to the Lord's Prayer, The Prayer of the Cosmos by Neil Douglas Klotz. Short, very, 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 but very rich.
And he takes it from the Aramaic
The Aramaic version.
of the Bible.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful book. It's like a pamphlet, basically. Yeah.
How does Unity think of Jesus? Well, Jesus is the master teacher. Christ is not his last name. It's a level of consciousness that he attained. And the master teacher that went around and saying, that is teaching us still, here's how we can live life through this divine energy. And you may call it the Christ within. You may call it your spark of divinity. You may call it your better self, your noble self. Whatever that is, it's relevant to everyone and all of humanity. A master teacher in teaching us how to live more effectively and raise our own consciousness. And as he said, all of these things that I have done, you will do, and even greater things you will do. And that happens when we tune into that divine consciousness that's within us. Anyone else? You chickens?
No, I just think that that's a lot of, like what you just, the Bible verse you just said, like that's a basis of unity teachings, I think.
Yeah.
All these things that I have done, you can do and even greater, and that's what unity teaches us, to be in that Christ consciousness. And that's how Jesus is our way shower and our teacher in unity.
Actually, the book, The Game of Life, when she mentioned Jesus, she translated his name, The Truth Manifests. So in a way, if you think about it, it's like what John said, he's like the perfect example, the way shower for us of what's our infinite possibility. in our humanity when we express the divinity that we are.
And I will also just add that I believe and I draw from other wisdom teachers in the world as well. From the Buddha, from Lao Tzu, from Winnie the Pooh, from a little less from Kung Fu Panda. What would be a dream come true for Unity Palo Alto? Well, we're living it. This is it.
I love that.
Our purpose is to come here and spiritually grow, to spiritually transform our life. Unity Palo Alto is here to inspire you to do that and then to make a positive difference in the world. And each day we come together as a spiritual community to do that and to support one another and to help each other grow in that. And that is the purpose. And everything else goes to help us achieve that. Everything else goes to help us come together in this amazing, beautiful sanctuary, yes?
Yes.
On this amazing, beautiful grounds, yes?
Yes.
That we own,
Yes.
and that our forebearers, our foreparents have built for us. So we're standing on the shoulders of all of those who have come before us to create this experience. And we are here to continue that legacy, to continue that, our sacred, what's the S word? Our sacred stewardship of this beautiful place, so that in 100 years it is still here and the message and the purpose is still being taught. A dream come true is each one of us waking up in the morning and saying and thinking about this divine consciousness that we're talking about. A dream come true is every Sunday we come together and greet each other with a smile, with a hug, seeing that divinity with one another, within each other, holding each other in that consciousness as we all move through that experience and move through our different levels of growth. We all have different ideas. If it's true that wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome here, you are welcome here, even if you don't believe in my definition of Jesus or the afterlife or heaven, you can still be here. You don't have to agree with what Unity is teaching, because what Unity is offering you is the opportunity to swim in the idea, to wrestle with the ideas within your own mind, so that you can spiritually transform and have your own divine experience with the allness of life, your own God experience. That's what a dream come true is for me, and that's what we do here every Sunday, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it, to be in a role called senior minister, to be up on stage with these wonderful beings who have dedicated their lives to experiencing and living it, to our prayer chaplains who support our community with their love, with their prayer consciousness. That's what Unity is about. And
Living the dream.
we're living the dream. Next. How can I release my seeing God as a being, especially when I hear the male pronoun him? I want to be able to use the name God, and I see it now. I want to be able to use the name God as I see it now. I agree with you. It's so interesting because in early Unity, if you listen to or read any of the writings of Charles Fillmore, there is Father and Him all over it. When you hear Myrtle Fillmore talking about it, it is the Father. And yet when you hear them talking, they also say God is principle. They also say God is everywhere present. So they use that term because there wasn't any other term. It's what people understood and knew. So that's what they used at the time. There was a time in the 80s when Unity started saying Father, Mother, God, to add the divine feminine aspect to this, to divinity. And for a long time, that's what I said. And then for me, I also shifted to away from that, because that still was an anthropomorphic version of God, Father or Mother. And it's so much more than that. So I've lent myself to the word, or taken myself to the word of allness, which was an Eric Butterworth term. The allness of life, because truly that's what God is. It's the allness. There is no separation. There's nothing separate from God. And yet at times we feel that we experience it as a loving presence, yes? There are times when we experience it as a wise parent guiding us. There are times when we experience it as a loving mother. And I think all of those are fine, however you're experiencing it, however you're framing it in your mind. And the trick is when you hear God, just know what your definition is. Know that if I use the word God, I'm talking about a short word for the allness of life, love, and wisdom. I'm talking about spirit, the energy of God as it moves through the universe. I'm talking about divine mind, all intelligence, all wisdom. So it's really, this is a personal question. When you get to that point, what word resonates for you in that situation? Because sometimes it may be, oh God, please help me. That's a valid prayer, because I'm at a point where I can't intellectualize my way out of it. So I'm letting go and I'm letting God. So for me, it's personal. What aspect of God are you looking for? For us to define the allness of life in a single word is impossible. So for me, knowing that, I am trying to consciously use a word that reflects what I'm trying to express. Anyone else?
Piggybacking on what Reverend said about letting go and letting God, what came up for me recently was letting go and letting love. That kind of made it like, what is that quality? If God, because I'm I have a friend and we were talking about this, and God is a word that's kind of triggering for her. So when I asked her then, like, what is the quality that you're looking for in the moment? She said love. So then I said, then switch it in this moment from letting go to letting love.
We've been here for 30 minutes. And Christine is saying, I want to go home. You want to do a speed round? Quick one answer. Ready? How does Unity Church and New Thought Church differ? How are they similar? Unity Church is a part of the New Thought movement. New Thought is kind of the umbrella of Unity, Center for Spiritual Living, Divine Science, and a few others. So we kind of look at New Thought as the umbrella for Unity, and Unity is a great part of that. What can I do? How can I help freedom, democracy? Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this in 30 seconds. We'll save these, and maybe we'll do something, maybe a video or something together, and we'll pass it out, or maybe we can do it again next week. I don't know. Depends on whether I want to write a talk. One a week. Brilliant. I want to end with this. And I didn't write down our affirmations. That's okay. We'll end with this. This is a poem from my mom. Many of you know Joyce Riley. I think she's 96. I don't know. She's still writing. So this was written yesterday, and she left it on my cell phone. It is a poem called Celebrate. I celebrate this day. I celebrate my life. I celebrate my freedom from anger, fear, and strife. Releasing the shackles of fear, I face this day with gratitude and grace. And again, I say, I celebrate this day. Happy Independence Day weekend. So I know it's a little bit late. Let's just do a quick meditation, affirmative prayer. And as we breathe into this moment, we feel the curiosity within us. We feel the stretching and the reaching for new ideas and new possibilities. We release and let go of our old BS. the ideas that keep us stuck, the ideas that create a sense of fear and uncertainty and doubt within us. We release and let go. And in that space, God is. In that space, I am. In that space, we are. We are one with the allness of life, love, and wisdom. We are one with infinite intelligence, divine wisdom. We are one with each other. We are one with all creation. Every prayer said, held, experienced, lifts the consciousness of humanity. And so today we hold the consciousness of love. We hold a consciousness of peace, of abundance, of connection. We hold this consciousness for everyone who has sent in prayer requests. And if you're holding somebody in prayer, I invite you to bring their name to your heart or say their name out loud now. We surround each prayer, each person, each situation with love. In this moment, I invite you to hold in your heart 3 congregants. Eleanor Rakonitz, a longtime Unity Palo Alto member, fell, and she's currently in rehabilitation after surgery. She's 94. Please hold her in your heart. Our dear friends, Armando and Andrea were in a bicycle accident in Amsterdam. They're home now. Armando is healing, and Andrea had to go through some very serious surgeries. Please hold them in your heart, in your prayers. There are 3 cards on the activities desk. There are 3 cards on the activity table in the courtyard. And I invite you to give them a little note. I'll be taking that to them later on this week. And for all of the prayers in our hearts, for this wonderful experience, this joyful experience of love, of kindness, of compassion, let us celebrate by singing the Alleluia.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
And with a nice, deep cleansing breath, we turn our attention to this time, in this space, feeling this love, feeling this connection. We are here because we are the stewards of Unity Palo Alto, because we are a part of this spiritual community, a part of each other. And we are here to celebrate and honor and support that. There are many ways in which you can support Unity Palo Alto. We are a self-running spiritual community. We give each month to safety net organizations, to the Unity movement, and we are a powerful expression of that abundance. There are many ways in which you can support us. If you'd like to give a donation here in the sanctuary, there's a silver box in the front and the back that says love offering. You can place your donation in there. You can place your donation online. You can give of your time, your talent, your treasure. But however you give to life, give with love. Give with the energy of abundance, the energy and consciousness of love and kindness to that which you want to lift up in the world, to that which makes a difference to you in the world. The affirmation that we say is on the screen, and I invite you to affirm it with me together. Divine love from me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
You've got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You've got to spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said, we gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to accentuate the positive. Sing with me if you know it. Eliminate the negative and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You got to spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale and Noah in the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. There you go. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Now don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Excellent. Wasn't the panel awesome? The Q&A, so enlightening, wasn't it? We're so blessed to have that power within our community here. And the music, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Russ. So let's take that all in and bless each other. You can stand up, turn into the center aisle, and the blessing is on the screen. I love you. I bless you, I appreciate you, and I behold the light in you. Awesome. Today is the first Sunday in July. So if you are a July baby, please stay standing. We're going to bless you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're wonderful. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! Happy birthday. So the opportunity for community and service and connection extends beyond the Sunday service. We have so many classes ongoing, too many activities to recall off the top of your head, but you can always find them on the activity page on our website. But I'm going to summarize some of those for you. Upcoming, we have the July Women Group hike to the Baylands Nature Reserve. So that's on July 11th at 10:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., right. And you can sign up for it online. Please let us know you're coming, and Francis will send you an email and make sure you have all the logistics. But then we have three different kinds of yoga for you to choose from. Yoga and meditations on a weekly basis here. So we have the Song and Sound meditation with Marco Leduc on Tuesdays at noon and also at 7 p.m. We have bench yoga and meditation with Eric. That's on the 12th of July. It's once a month. And then we also have a sacred silence meditation with Holly, and that's on Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. And then this coming week at July, actually in the following week, thank you, July 19th, we have the Walking for Love singing with Marco. She is arranging for a walk across the Golden Gate Bridge while singing, and that will be in, I believe, in September. And so we're practicing for this. So July 19th, please come and practice with us, this with the women's group. That's right. This will be at the UPA Fireside Room, 11:30 to 1 p.m. And for UPA Day, it's coming up, is July 26th. Please mark your calendar. It is our opportunity to celebrate our community here with family and friends. Invite people to come with you to join our love and share the abundance and the connections that we have here. We need volunteers, so please see Holly if you'd like to volunteer that day. She will assign you a role. We also want raffle prizes, so if you'd like to donate raffle prizes, please see Lisa Whitfield. You please RSVP, yes, RSVP, so we know how many to cook for. We have sign-up sheets up in the courtyard after the service, or you can also sign up online. You can find all of these activities on our website. You can also share our posts and connect with us online through our platform. So you can always get the notices for events coming up. And our today's flowers are red, white, and blue. Aren't they beautiful? They are donated by Karen Friedman in honor of our freedom. Thanks, Karen. If you'd like to donate flowers, you can sign up in the bookstore. $75 cover our cost. You can celebrate particular thing or in honor of someone. If you are first time to Unity, we welcome you, or if you're back from an extended absence, we have a special gift for you. Please fill out a Connect card in the pew in front of you so we get to know who you are and welcome you to connect with us. Our prayer chaplain.
Prayer chaplains, you can see right here. I want to take a moment to share to bless and thank our wonderful prayer chaplains, and to share that our prayer chaplains are beginning a 1-month sabbatical beginning tomorrow. So they are available today. Our prayer chaplains are a sacred part of our community. They hold spiritual space for this community. They pray with us, they listen with open hearts, and they help us remember the truth of who we are, especially in moments when life feels tender, uncertain, or overwhelming. And because this ministry is so sacred, it also requires care, renewal, and spiritual nourishment. The sabbatical is not a stepping away from prayer, it's a stepping deeper into prayer. It's a time for our prayer chaplains to rest, refill, reconnect with Spirit, and be spiritually supported themselves. We cannot pour from an empty cup, and those who hold space for others need time to be filled. During this month, I invite us to bless our prayer chaplains with gratitude, give thanks for their presence, their devotion, and their willingness to serve this community with love. We affirm that this time of renewal strengthens them, blesses them, and prepares the way for an even deeper experience of prayer ministry when they return. So with our prayer chaplains who are available, who are all prayer chaplains who are with us, please stand so we can bless you. And thank you. Let's bless them by saying, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light with you. And those prayer chaplains who are on duty today with their prayer stoles, please stay standing. You can find them for, and this is important to recognize, because you're a prayer chaplain, the prayer stole tells us that you are on duty. The prayer stole tells us that you're here in welcoming prayer support. So if you have any need of prayer today, whether it's a celebration or a concern, our prayer chaplains are here to lovingly listen, to hold sacred space, and to affirmatively pray with you in confidence. Thank you so much for your being here.
Let's sing the song of peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Joyful blessings for this holiday weekend. Have a great day.
You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Fair faith or pandemonium's liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale and Noah in the ark. What did they do when they said everything looked so dark? Oh man, they said, we gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and don't mess with Mr. In Between.